Imagine arriving in a foreign country with nothing but a suitcase full of dreams and a heart pounding with uncertainty. That was Maria's reality. She left behind a small village where opportunities were scarce, stepping into a bustling city where every face was unfamiliar, every street a maze. She didn't speak the language fluently, had no network, and struggled to find work that paid more than minimum wage. But Maria wasn't just looking for a job. She was determined to build a future, not only for herself, but for those like her, lost in the sea of new beginnings. Her first challenge was survival, juggling multiple part-time jobs, from cleaning offices late at night to working in a crowded kitchen by day. The exhaustion was physical and emotional. Yet, in the quiet moments before dawn, she scribbled ideas in a worn notebook, business concepts inspired by the unique needs she observed in her immigrant community. She noticed how many struggled to find affordable services, how talents went unnoticed, and how dreams were often silenced by lack of resources. Maria's breakthrough came when she decided to create a platform, a digital marketplace connecting immigrant artisans and professionals with local customers eager for authentic, handcrafted goods and specialized services. But building this platform wasn't easy. Without technical skills or startup funds, she reached out to local libraries, community centers, and free coding workshops. She learned to code by night, borrowed a second-hand laptop, and partnered with a young developer who believed in her vision. Facing skepticism and barriers at every turn, Maria didn't wait for permission or perfect conditions. Instead, she launched a simple website inviting artisans to join. At first, only a handful signed up, hesitant but hopeful. Maria visited their homes, shared meals, listened to their stories. Her empathy built trust. She organized workshops teaching basic business skills, from pricing to customer service, empowering her community rather than just selling their products. Word spread. The platform grew from a handful of sellers to dozens, creating a ripple effect of opportunity. Maria's vision transformed into a vibrant ecosystem where immigrant entrepreneurs found not just a marketplace, but a support network. Jobs were created, incomes rose, and dignity blossomed. Maria's journey shows us that obstacles aren't dead ends, they're invitations to innovate. When you face language barriers, seek out free resources and local communities willing to teach. When funding seems impossible, start small and build relationships that open doors. When doubt creeps in, remember that empathy and genuine connection can turn strangers into allies. Her story is a living blueprint. Identify a problem through lived experience. Learn the skills you need relentlessly. Build with and for your community, and never underestimate the power of persistence. You don't have to wait for perfect conditions to start making a difference. Begin where you are, with what you have, and watch how your determination creates pathways, not just for you, but for others walking the same hard road. So if you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, ask yourself, what unique insight do I have? What small step can I take today to transform that insight into action? Like Maria, your journey might be tough, but it can also be a force that lifts others. Start with empathy. Learn continuously. Build boldly. Your story could be the spark that lights up a whole community. But Maria's story doesn't end there. As the platform expanded, she realized that the challenges her community faced were multifaceted. Beyond just selling goods and services, many immigrants struggled with legal paperwork, access to healthcare, and educational opportunities for their children. Recognizing this, Maria began collaborating with local nonprofits and volunteers to integrate additional resources into the platform. She set up virtual forums where community members could share advice, translate important documents, and provide emotional support to newcomers feeling isolated. Maria also worked with social workers and legal advisors to offer free consultations through the platform, breaking down barriers that previously seemed insurmountable. The impact was profound. Families who once felt invisible found a voice. Entrepreneurs who once doubted their potential now dreamed bigger. Maria's platform became more than a marketplace. It became a hub of empowerment and resilience. Throughout her journey, Maria remained committed to learning and growth. She enrolled in online courses about business management, digital marketing, and community organizing. She sought mentorship from experienced entrepreneurs and attended conferences whenever she could, absorbing knowledge like a sponge. This continuous learning not only improved the platform, but also inspired others in her community to pursue their own educational goals. Maria also championed youth involvement. Understanding that the next generation held the key to lasting change, she started internship programs and coding clubs for immigrant teenagers. These initiatives provided skills, mentorship, and a sense of belonging, helping young people envision futures filled with possibility. Every step of the way, Maria faced setbacks. There were times when the website crashed due to unexpected traffic, when funding applications were denied, or when skepticism from outsiders threatened to discourage her. Yet her resilience never wavered. She viewed each obstacle as a lesson, adapting strategies and finding creative solutions. Her story reminds us that building something meaningful takes time, patience, and unwavering belief in a vision. It's about lifting others as you climb, creating a ripple effect that reaches far beyond initial expectations. Maria's experience teaches us that innovation often springs from necessity and lived experience. When we dare to listen deeply to the needs around us, and when we commit to persistent, compassionate action, we can transform not only our own lives, but entire communities. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by challenges or uncertain of where to start, think of Maria. Remember that your unique perspective is a powerful tool. Begin with small, deliberate steps. Seek out knowledge and allies. Build bridges rather than walls. The path may be difficult, but it is also rich with potential. Your efforts, no matter how modest they seem at first, can ignite hope and opportunity for many. Like Maria, you have within you the power to turn dreams into reality, not just for yourself, but for all those who walk alongside you. As you move forward, carry with you the lessons of empathy, determination, and community. Embrace learning as a lifelong journey. Build boldly, knowing that every connection you make strengthens the fabric of a brighter, more inclusive future. The world needs more stories like Maria's, stories of courage, innovation, and heart. Your story could be next. All it takes is a single step taken with purpose and passion. Start today. Start now, and watch how your journey unfolds into something extraordinary.